everybody, welcome back. It's me, Sil Gonzalez from the DIY Belizean Mommy, and today we are gonna be taking you guys along as we make callaloo. It's something similar to spinach, but we call it callaloo in Belize, and we're gonna make it with fish today. So I hope you guys enjoy this video as we prepare this meal once again, and enjoy the different scenes that I put in there. And yeah, let's get started. You're gonna see here that my mom went into the garden and picked our callaloo very fresh from the garden, and so after that's picked, we wash them and make sure that there's no bug or any kind of other seeds or whatever on our callaloo. So we're gonna wash this clean, and then later on we're gonna go in the kitchen and chop this up fine. So we're gonna just be, washing our callaloo, and also we're gonna be cleaning our fish. So if you're very, how would you say, can't stomach a lot of things, this part is cleaning the fish and getting it ready for the dish that we're about to make. So you want to scale your fish, take out the guts, everything, and yes, in Belize we keep the head on the fish. Especially when you're frying your fish, we like to eat the crunchy part, and that includes like the fins and stuff. But here mom, she's just taking it off to put in the callaloo. In the callaloo, you don't really care to have all that stuff on it, and so you want to just wash your fish thoroughly with salt. You would prefer washing it with salt instead of lime, because salt keeps it firm. Lime kind of makes it soft. So just a little tip there, whenever you're cleaning your fish or your meats, it's good to wash it with salt and with cold water so that your fish stays firm. And then we're gonna go in the kitchen and you're gonna score your fish, and then we're gonna add our seasonings. And of course we will be linking a recipe down below for you guys to see what different ingredients we put in our fish and our callaloo and stuff like that. So, and again, as you're cooking, make sure to taste, because either you want to add more salt, less salt, and so you just season as like how you could eat your food. Some people can't eat as much salt as some, so just go ahead and, like I always say, do what's best for yourself and your family and for your kitchen. So here we're just chopping up the callaloo. Some people like it chunky, some like it in like smaller pieces, and that's what I'm trying to do here, to try to keep it as small as possible. You are going to cook this, and callaloo is kind of like spinach, but to me the chunkiness really stays in the callaloo when you cook it. Spinach, it kind of just all melt down to just hardly anything, and so yeah, for the callaloo you want to chop it as fine as possible. So in a pan now, you want to add enough oil so that your fish doesn't stick, and you might want to use a non-stick frying pan and a spatula. As you can see later on, I will be flipping my fish over with a pincher, and I should have used a spatula because my fish stuck a little bit to the pan and the skin came off, and you don't really want that to happen. So just be careful while you're doing this part, and you want to fry your fish maybe about a minute or so on either side. We're just gonna pre-cook our fish. We're not gonna cook it all the way through. We're just gonna fry it enough to get that brown on the fish, and then we're gonna take it out and put it on a plate, and that's gonna sit there until we're ready for it later on in the cooking process. Okay, so once your fish is fried, you want to take out all the scraps from that oil, and you're going to use the same pan, because the whole reason for making callaloo and fish is to have that fish flavor in your callaloo. So you are going to use that same oil that you fried your fish. You're going to add garlic and onion in, and you're going to brown your onion, and once that's brown, then you're gonna add in your callaloo. I also add in more oil, and I use coconut oil for this part. You can fry your fish if you have coconut oil in abundance. You can fry your fish with coconut oil as well, but if not, then you can add in a chunk of coconut oil while doing this part. Once your garlic and onion is browned, and then you're gonna start putting in your callaloo. And again, we're gonna leave the recipe down below for the callaloo so that you guys can see what we put in our callaloo and how much. So the callaloo usually shrink, so we just pile it in there, and slowly you're gonna see I slowly flip it over and kind of just work it in. And I actually later on we added even more. I never showed that part, but we added even more callaloo to this frying pan. And so you're gonna slowly work that in, and callaloo might be flying all over the place, but just be careful and try not to get it too messy. And you're just gonna fry this up. And okay, so you remember we washed our callaloo, so our callaloo has water in it, and sometimes if you don't drain your callaloo good enough, it's gonna give off its own water. There's gonna be a lot of water in your callaloo and in the frying pan while frying it here, so you don't want to add any water, because you don't want your callaloo to be too watery. You want it with a little bit, you want it more like stir fry like, and not too much water. So you're just gonna work this in. I add in some consomme, and we're just gonna work this in and get this well incorporated with the onion and the consomme and everything else. That's all the ingredients and stuff. We're gonna make this stuff fall in love here. And you could also, if you eat a lot of pepper, you can also add in pepper. So here you're gonna see that I did add in water, because I drained my callaloo a little bit too much maybe, and so I had to add in a little bit of water to have that thoroughly cook. And so you're gonna have this cook for a while, for about maybe 8 minutes, and 8 to 10 minutes, and then you're gonna add in your fish, and you're gonna make little you're gonna like make little holes or whatever in your callaloo, and you're gonna place your fish in between that. Now some people cover their callaloo, but it seems to me that callaloo get a light brownish look to it, and it looks ugly. It doesn't look so nice, and so we don't cover our callaloo, but you could do that while cooking it. And so this is mom here putting in the fish, and you're just gonna lay it in there, and then you're gonna try to gently cover them up and with that callaloo, and let that simmer for another 5 minutes or so. And this is how it's looking so far. we're just gonna let this sit here, like I said, for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna turn it off. So this is how it looks, guys. This is our Belizean callaloo and fish, and we serve this with white rice, fried plantain, pepper, and this is 3 pieces of leftover flour tortilla that we had from breakfast. I like eating my callaloo with flour tortilla, and so you could eat your leftover tortillas with your callaloo. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. We had fun putting this together for you all, and again, huge thank you to all our supporters, our new subscribers. Welcome, you guys, and thank you so much for joining our family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!